That looks good. Now, heavy fighter variant. I want more range. I want more engine. I want more range. I want better weapons. And we're going to be fighting quite a big war in the sky. Do I want to upgrade these or do I want to upgrade the tactical bombers? Probably these because they're going to be fighting heavily outnumbered at first. Let's reduce these. Hang on. That looks acceptable. And then go ahead and make the A's. There we go. And yes, go ahead and convert. Wait, they changed the... Yes. Convert the old ones to the P60As. And then we're all good. Also, I would like... Oh, wow, I have suddenly loads of steel. The hell is that coming from? I mean, awesome, but... Alright, good. So we should be building up the number of planes that we have available. We're going to start building some transport planes so we can actually do some troop landings, hopefully at some point. We're not far out from getting battleships. So even though Germany got the ability to go toward the Soviets, they have not done so. Right? Right. Possibly because they need to get enough troops over there to negate the non-aggression pact. So Germany's probably still doing a massive build-up right now. Also, they failed to take Norway. The Allies have successfully kept the Germans out of Norway. I lowered gun construction for planes, yes I know. What do attaches do? From what I understand, they allow you to see the visibility of that nation and also gives them some military bonuses. In exchange you get some of their experience generated. So you can only send it to a nation that's at war, and then you get a portion of the experience that they generate and they get some military bonuses. There it is, Germany's declared war on the Soviets. So most Soviet forces are going to return to the Soviet Union. I'm still at war, so I cannot send volunteers. Oh, and I can do a decision, which is going to be integrate the administration. Takes 90 days. Do it. Yeah, that is a difference actually between the US military and the British military. The British military specifically swear an oath to the Queen. While the US military does it to the Constitution. Carol II abdicates. Carol II, was he Spanish? Where was he from? No, because Franco had already taken over. Portuguese? I'm not actually sure. It didn't say in that event where they were from. Alright, so we have the price controls now. So we could actually get another 10% reduction to consumer goods factories. What is it at now? It's going to be pretty low. Where would that be? That would be in here. There it is. 11%. So for a small reduction in other things I could get grain tax. No, I want to continue to focus on the ones I actually need. Also I need to send a group to Britain to increase relations with you. So let's go ahead and do the Refugee Relief Agency, which will increase us to moderate inflation, which I can then drop again by getting a reform the National Bank. In fact, let's do that first. Let's drop our inflation, then raise it again over time. How does manpower work now? Seems you have 0 manpower as China. That's because I went total mobilization. And I'm still on volunteer. But I'm okay with that because I'm currently researching human wave offensive, which will give me another 5% recruitable population. So that will be wiped and then I'll be up to like 5 million again. Oh, it's Romania. Okay, Carol's Romanian. Thank you. So I should probably be watching this fight, because this is really where it's at. So far, the border hasn't changed much. Battleship 1. There we go. I would like to see a Battleship 2, please. Possibly even a Battleship 3. Do have artillery. Or are you talking about them? I don't know anymore. Human wave offensive, there it is. So my manpower is now going to increase. This is because of mobilization laws. It will take some time. And I'd like guerrilla warfare, which is going to increase my recovery rate, which is awesome. Out of supply and partisans, which is less interesting. But as my manpower goes up, I'm going to be able to actually put some troops in the Air Force and actually send them up against the Japanese. However, I feel like I'm going to need to improve my Air Force production. Whoops, yeah. Let's increase you guys to 20. Number of shipyards I'm getting is definitely improving. Oh man, I am getting some big shortages. Wow, some really big shortages. Did I ever get my synthetic oil? No, I did not. That's still going. I show the new mini-map. There's a mini-map. Air Force isn't a cheap date, yeah. I would have expected it to be down here. I don't remember seeing a mini-map in Hearts of Iron, is there? Nope. Unit counters, day-night, fog of war. Countries and allegiance, battle plans, radar. I don't remember seeing a mini-map. So, no. I can't show you any of that. There is a mini-map drop. Oh, is that it? Ah, there it is. So you can ping offensive, ping defensive. That's it. Doesn't look like there's anything new to it. You can just send pings out. Had to take a break from Final Fantasy. Well, the war is kind of at a bit of a stalemate right now. They're stuck on this little island, you know. And I can't really get to them. So I'm building loads and loads of aeroplanes and then I can start shooting them down. But this is a brand new air force, so it's kind of small. Meaning I'm going to be outnumbered quite heavily. Like they have 2,000 planes, I have 82. But I'm working on it. I'm working on it. The other thing I'm trying to build up is synthetic oil. Because I'm having to spend a lot of factories buying in resources to maintain production. National Bank still being reformed. That's going to give me even more factories to build more things with. Which will be great. Also, Hainan is about to finish, so we probably need to start developing another province after that. Are there any other 8s? I'm seeing a lot of 6s. There's a 9. Oh, that's a 12. Ah, and this is developing puppets. No, I don't think I want to develop the puppet. Although that was one of the potential ways of annexing them. Because frankly, this decision system is taking forever and it's costing a ton. So you know what? No, we are going to develop the puppet. Get rid of Shaanxi. And infrastructure there. Then after the infrastructure is done, military factories, because I'm going to need more planes. Alright, good. Shadow Guardian, thank you very much for the follow. Welcome to the Maudlings. When am I planning to end the stream and when's the next one finished? I'll be finishing this one relatively soon. I still want to try and get the planes and stuff actually in the air. And then the next one for Hearts of Iron... Oh, blimey. Is tomorrow a meeting or not? Fairly sure I was at it last week. I legit can't remember. Ah, I have a way of checking. When was the last time I was using Google Hangout? That can't be right. No, I don't believe that. I was getting emails. That's the last thing that happened. They would have been to here. March 2nd. Yes, I was in the meeting last week. So tomorrow. Reform National Bank done. Good. Now I think we can start working on the Refugee Relief Agency, then Life Movement, then Free Hospitals, then Rural Schooling. Or, because I still haven't done the British opinion thing, we can't do that. So we're going to go Refugee Relief. We're going to continue working on those. Which is kind of annoying, because I would like to get the 1940 aircraft. Because not only are we being teched out by Japan, we're also outnumbered. Sorry, not only are we outnumbered, we're also going to be teched out. Unless, of course, I can get, like, planes from you? You've only developed... Ah, here we go. Carriers. Fighters. Fighter 2? You will not sell me Spitfires, that's unfortunate. Right, we're going to improve relations with you, so we can start getting some bonuses from you. And they also have Churchill in charge again. Or now, not again. Right, how big, or how many guns do I have? I have quite a lot. So I can probably afford to expand my forces out some more. Whoops, not that. One more. We're up to 28.8 combat width. Alright, good. And no, I'm not going to get Lend-Lease from you. As much as I would like 4,000 M1 Garands a month, you'll just sink all my convoys again. So it is time. Let's drop you to the bottom actually, and then you below that. It is time to start putting some planes in the air. That's the wrong button. I want this one. Ooh, we're going to need some air bases in Korea too. That's probably what I should build up first of all. Probably those two. Build them first. Shouldn't take you too long. Okay. Wings of 200. Sounds reasonable. Actually, they seem to be bombing over here at the moment, so we're going to go and fight them off again. Can bump up infrastructure in Manchuria for aluminium output. True, but I think it's actually more efficient for me to buy it in and just build more civilian factories because I'm free trade. So all of my resources are reduced by 80% anyway. Let's go interception here. We're not doing any air superiority. Spend and maintain 20 control to gain 10% efficiency boost for Eastern China. Sure. Oh, that just reduces your maximum. Yeah, I'm okay with that. Why am I ignoring you? Sorry, I'm getting a lot of chat right now. What's part of the new tree? Why neutral? Part of the new tree. I'm China. China's almost always neutral. And I'm still fighting Japan. I just can't hit them. That's why I'm like hurriedly trying to build Air Force and also starting to get some naval tech going. It's going to be quite a long time before I can actually fight them back. The Soviet Union's been supporting me throughout the entire game, and I kind of need British friends. The only other person around here that I can go after would be France. There's no point. Zhebai, Xinjiang, Shaanxi, they're all puppets already. Mongolia's puppets and of Soviet Union. Tibet's the only one that I could probably go after. So really, my main threat right now, my main foe, not really a threat at all, my main foe is Japan. And are you guys still threatening me here in Eastern China? You are. I shot down 10 fighters, I lost 6. And we are probably heavily outnumbered. We are, however, getting quite a lot of air experience, so this is an ongoing air battle, which is good. I wonder if all the air experience I was getting before was because of the Soviet Union. Shouldn't the Soviets have been getting that experience and not me? I think I may have found a bit of a whoopsie. Let's bring you guys to the ×5s. Seeing as I'm actually going over the 15. Also, aluminium. Buy me more! Yeah, I got that. Neutral not being fascist, communist, democratic. I could go democratic. That would be the most likely. Simply because I'm fighting a fascist power, even though Germany at the moment are my best buds, because I've taken quite a lot in the German tree. The other reason to go neutral is because it doesn't lock me out of anything on this diplomatic tech tree. And you can get quite a lot of stuff from the other powers as China. I mean, at the previously, I have upgraded my tank abilities because of my German missions. I'm currently working on Britain, slowly but surely, in order to improve my fighter and my aircraft capacity. I'm currently getting that one. We'll get New Life Movement We'll get free hospitals, we'll get rural schools. Forced loans I can't do yet. That's because I don't have inflation. Hang on, I need to work this out. What am I going to get to? And do I have any other ways of reducing inflation? Oh, that gets rid of ineffective bureaucracy. That just allows me to get more manpower, which, yeah, that's not a problem. So that's going to go to low inflation. That's going to go to moderate. Low, moderate. And I can't reduce it below moderate, apparently. And these would increase it even higher, which would be bad. So yeah, I'm going to be stuck with moderate inflation if I want the extra tech slot. We're now on low. However, we can now get the Burma Road, which is some more military factories, and the fighter purchases, which leads me down this path. I think, as nice as having technology slots are, I'm going to get on with getting fighters and winning the air war. And yeah, I'm getting tons of air experience. So we must be doing a fairly decent job of shooting down their planes. Let's just take a quick look at that. Whoops, that's not what I meant. That's what I meant. Shot down 15, lost 5. Let's go monthly. 38 for 14. Yeah, we're definitely getting a good ratio here. Synthetic oil. Finally. Right, let's go and queue up the synthetic oil. On there. On there. One. There. There. Basically anywhere where there's 100% where I still have a build slot. Which apparently is in quite a few places. Drop the repairs down. Bring these up to just below the air production. And these are going to be in 100% infrastructure places already. So that should hopefully boost the production. We could also invest in actual upgrades. What am I importing the most of? Aluminium, actually. I mean, ultimately it would be oil. We'll wait and see how it looks. I could also start doing some doctrines, and I probably ought to. Air Force rotation. I mean, we're about to finish the land doctrine, so that should be good. See ya. Poakrug. I'm trying to work out how you pronounce your name. Poakrug. How would you pronounce your name, if you're still there? And another decision. Are we at 100? No, we're not. War bonds. What do war bonds do again? Oh, they just reduce consumer goods for 180 days. So half a year of reduced... nah, not worth it. Full integration. It takes 450 political power to get a single warlord. That does not seem worth it. I mean, I'm going to have to do this in order to get rid of the penalty which I'm suffering right now. Oh yeah, that's the other thing. It reduces your political power by 0.25 for as long as it takes. That's really expensive. I'd much rather do that through just building stuff in their territory. A la these. Or just leaving them as puppets. Okay, well at least now I know. Just don't do this. So yeah, don't even tell me it's possible. Did they change nukes in any way? Not that I know of. Which is unfortunate, because that still leaves Millennium Dawn completely unplayable for me. I just hate the way that nukes just have no consequence. You guys are almost built up. That's awesome. Well, it looks like I'm going to have completely free reign to just bomb them into the Dark Age. And I'm getting a fair number of tactical bombers, so let's go ahead and start dropping some bombs on them. Oops, I want you. Maybe you. Probably you. And we're going to go tactical bomber times 1,000. Flying to here, well in range. Strategic bombing. Or we could go anti-navy. We could do naval strikes. You know what? We're going to do naval strikes in the East China Sea. Which we just are in range of. There we go. And otherwise, how's my production? Oh. Now you know, knowing's half the battle. I mean, Guangxi is kind of cool because their resources for the others are kind of rubbish. Yeah, like one of the best things actually is Guangxi saying no to being integrated, and then my conquering them. It boosted my economy astonishingly. Right, I have sufficient resources where I could upgrade my heavy fighters again. Do I want to? Probably want to do that. Yes, I think I will. So we'll go ahead and get rid of the A's. We'll set up the B's. And we'll say go ahead and convert for any planes that we have already. And then start building the new ones. That's totally fine. And that will reduce my proficiency or efficiency very, very slightly, but that's not a problem. And we have Battleship 2s. Marvellous. I think I'm going to develop super heavy battleships. Although we could get 1940 Battleship 3s. Much more manpower requirement, more shore bombardment, less evasion, slower, more hit points, more armor piercing, less detection, more fire range, slightly more firepower, less anti-air, more armor, less max range. You know what, I'm going to go Battleship 3. And that will do. Anyway, that is going to be it for me for tonight. So thank you everyone for watching. I do hope you've enjoyed this. If you have enjoyed it, be sure to hit that follow button so you get notifications when I'm live in the future. If you've really enjoyed this, do consider subscribing. It helps the channel out and lets me continue doing this. If you want to support the channel in other ways, check out my Patreon, which you can find at patreon.com/MordredViking. I do have a YouTube channel where this is going to be uploaded to. That is at youtube.com/MordredViking. I am just seeing who else is doing Hearts of Iron right now. I have a Discord channel where you can find what I am streaming when I am streaming. I tend to announce what I am doing there. If you want to come and hang out with people who do very similar things to you, then it is a pretty good resource for that. There's nobody else online. That's bizarre. What else am I saying? Right, Discord. If I could spell it right. I'm just seeing if there's anyone else I want to host, because there are quite a few on view online right now. And I'm just seeing if anyone else is actually doing this expansion, but it does not look like they are. Nah. And my usual guys are not online. Do any of you guys have anyone that you particularly want me to support? Like, good people. And yeah, I gotta say, you guys did a great job with that debate. That's exactly how I want to see political things handled on this channel. You were civil, you showed your own opinions, you accepted the other people's opinions even if you may not have agreed with them. And it stayed really peaceful, so Good job with that. Seriously. Kudos.